Hana is now an 18-year-old university freshman. She's pursuing a degree in psychology at a prestigious university in Tokyo. The story begins on a bustling university campus, filled with students from diverse backgrounds. Hana has grown into a confident and independent young woman, but she still retains her curiosity and compassion. One day, while cleaning out her new dorm room, she stumbles upon a pair of glasses eerily similar to the ones from her high school days. This time, however, the glasses feel different, heavier, darker, and with new engravings glowing faintly in dim light. Hana's dorm room is cluttered with unopened boxes, some scattered belongings hinting at her recent move. The cream-colored curtains sway gently as a cool breeze drifts in from the open window, filling the small room with a sense of new beginnings. Hana is busy unpacking, muttering to herself about where to start, when a knock at the door startles her. She opens the door to see a petite girl standing there. Aiko. She's dressed casually in an oversized sweater and shorts, exuding a laid-back, approachable vibe.
Aiko, grinning, waving enthusiastically. Hey, you must be Hana. I'm your new roommate. Nice to meet ya. Hana, pausing for a moment before nodding with a small smile. Oh, yeah. And you're Aiko, right? Nice to meet you too. Aiko, nodding, smirking playfully. Yep. But you can just call me AI if you want. Casually walks into the room without waiting for an invitation. Whoa, you sure brought a lot of stuff? Hana chuckles awkwardly. Yeah, still trying to figure out where to put everything. Aiko, picking up a book from one of the open boxes, flipping through the pages. Psychology books? Interesting. Didn't take you for the type. Hana, shrugging. I just think it helps to understand people better. Aiko, grinning, plopping down onto Hana's bed as if it were her own. Nice, that means you must be good at reading people, huh? Notices a sealed box in the corner. What's in that one? Hana glances at the old box Aiko is pointing to. She doesn't remember packing it. It must have been sent by her parents. She hesitates before kneeling down to open it. Inside, she finds a mix of childhood keepsakes, old books, a small stuffed toy she barely remembers owning, and at the very bottom a pair of glasses. Whoa, you sure brought a lot of stuff. Hana, pulling out the glasses, frowning. What are these? Aiko, leaning in, intrigued. Whoa, they look ancient. And what's with those weird engravings? Hana turns them over in her hands. Tiny symbols are carved into the frame, nothing she recognizes. They don't look like ordinary glasses, but they also don't seem like something out of a fantasy novel either. Aiko, grinning mischievously. Well? Are you gonna try them on? Hana, laughing. Why? Think they'll give me superpowers? Aiko, shrugging dramatically. Who knows? Maybe they let you see the future or something. Hana chuckles before slipping the glasses onto her face. And instantly, her world shifts. Suddenly, Aiko isn't just Aiko anymore. Around her, a soft blue glow pulses like mist, shifting and swirling with her energy. It feels warm like excitement, creativity, and joy, but deep within the light, there are faint streaks of gray. A shadow of something hidden. Hana's breath catches in her throat. She rips the glasses off, her heart racing. Aiko, watching Hana curiously. Whoa, you okay? You look like you just saw a ghost. Hana, taking a deep breath, staring at the glasses in her hands. I don't think these are just ordinary glasses. Aiko, eyes widening, clearly excited. What do you mean? Did you see something? Hana, hesitating, then meeting Aiko's gaze. I think I can see people's emotions. Aiko, blinking, then grinning. No way. That's so cool. You've basically unlocked an anime protagonist ability. Hana isn't sure if cool is the right word, but one thing's for sure, her life will never be the same again.
The library is nearly deserted at this late hour, the air thick with the scent of old books and ink. Dim overhead lamps cast pools of golden light over the long wooden tables, but much of the room remains shrouded in shadows. The faint hum of a distant air vent and the occasional rustle of paper are the only sounds breaking the silence. Hana sits at one of the tables, surrounded by stacks of books, most of them old records, mythology collections, and obscure historical texts. She flips through the brittle pages under the warm glow of a desk lamp, her fingers tracing symbols eerily similar to those engraved on the glasses resting beside her. Then a voice, smooth and composed, cuts through the quiet. Fascinating, isn't it? The idea that something as simple as glasses could reveal what people hide the most. Sora, without looking up from his book, his voice steady and unreadable. Hana's breath catches. She hadn't even noticed someone else was there. She turns sharply, eyes locking onto a figure seated at a nearby table, partially cloaked in shadows. He's leaning back casually, one arm draped over the chair, a thick book open in front of him. The glow of his desk lamp barely illuminates his face, but she can make out sharp, defined features and cool gray eyes that gleam with quiet intensity. Hana, clutching the glasses instinctively, her voice wary. How do you know about these? At this, Sora finally looks up, his gaze meeting hers with unsettling calm. He tilts his head slightly, studying her as if weighing his next words. Then, with the ghost of a smirk. Sora. Let's just say I've done my homework. Pauses, closing his book with an almost deliberate slowness. You should be careful with those, though. They're not toys. Hana narrows her eyes, gripping the glasses tighter. There's something unnerving about how composed he is, like he's already several steps ahead in a game she didn't even realize she was playing. Hana, stepping closer. They're not yours, either. What do you want with them? Sora stands smoothly, his movements controlled and effortless, exuding an air of quiet authority. He picks up his book, tucking it under his arm, then finally gives her a direct answer. Sora, with a knowing smile. What everyone wants, of course. To understand people, and maybe even control them. The way he says it so casual, so certain sends a chill down Hana's spine. Hana, voice firm, unwavering. People's emotions aren't something to manipulate. Sora raises an eyebrow, his expression amused. Sora, chuckling softly. Isn't that exactly what you've been doing, though? Hana stiffens. Sora, leaning slightly forward, voice lowering. You've been peering into people's emotions without them knowing, haven't you? Learning things they never intended to show you. Tell me, Hana, what's the difference? Hana grits her teeth. She wants to argue, to insist that she isn't like him, but the words get caught in her throat. Sora smirks at her hesitation, stepping past her. Sora, calm but cold. But don't worry. I'm not your enemy. Yet. As he walks away, his footsteps echo softly against the polished library floors. Just before he disappears into the dimly lit aisles, he pauses, glancing back over his shoulder. Sora, voice quiet, almost teasing. You'd be surprised how many secrets your friends are keeping. Pauses, his gaze darkening. Maybe you should worry less about me, and more about them. And with that, he's gone. Hana exhales sharply, her heart pounding in her chest. She looks down at the glasses in her hands, the strange engravings catching the dim light. For the first time since discovering them, doubt creeps in. What if Sora was right?